What is up, Nomad Nation? You've got all three of your Nomad Gamers with you. I am Godfather. Before we go any further into this, somewhere, and I am minimized right now, somewhere right down in here, you're going to see a subscribe button. Press that thing. Hit it.
Would you say spit on that?
Yeah, spit on it. I don't care what you do. Do what you got to do, but subscribe to your Nomad Gamers. Also, make it to where you get notified every time your Nomad Gamers go live or we post new content. Godfather does a recording every Tuesday and every Thursday. You got Talking Tuesdays. You got Thirsty Thursdays coming at you every single week. Also, when we go to stream, any three of us, subscribe to our Twitch channels. Godfather09. You can find me on Twitch. Now, for the first time on camera, for all you guys who've been following me over on Godfather's channel, we got the one, we got the only, and he's not quenched. We got Fireball. Take it.
How's it going, guys? My name is Fireball. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. It is youtube.com/fireball123d or twitch.tv/fireballing123d. We got a very important episode for you guys today, but further ado, let's pass it off to Chungus.
Yo, what's up? It's Chungus. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on most social media platforms. Kaiser Chungus is typically the go-to with any of those. Specifically for Twitch, it's Kaiser Chungu. You just take out the S and add an extra U.
Wow.
So we're gonna very creative. Yes.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah.
They took my name, so I had to do it another way.
Yeah.
But
Why do you think I had to do fireballing instead? Somebody already got it before me.
people were just too creative before us.
Hey, guys, I got one thing to bring up real quick before I kick it back to Chungus. When you all three say that we need help on Facebook, Zuckerberg bent us over a table.
Yeah.
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 So we need your guys' help. Go to Facebook, find the Nomad Gamers. That's all you have to type in, Nomad Gaming. Or actually, it's Nomad Gamers. I believe it's gamers.
And you got to make sure you're pronouncing the gnome part of
Yeah,
that.
the gnome. We're gnomes. We're not nomads.
Yeah,
we're gnomes.
Yeah.
However, we need you to go over there. We need 100 likes. As of right now, and I don't have my damn phone on me, but as of right now, the Nomad Gamers, we are way short.
Yeah.
Way short. We need you guys to share our page. We need you to like our page.
Spread it around.
We need a lot of love over there because Zuckerberg thinks we need 100 likes not to be new anymore. And if you ask me, that's bullshit.
If you look at the numbers we have right now, we're sitting at 22 followers.
22 followers and 7 likes.
Oh, we need a lot more likes.
Yeah, we need a lot more likes. Yeah.
But we do need likes.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's keeping us cocooned, sheltered.
Yeah,
We need to spread our wings and fly like a majestic butterfly.
Yeah, we do. So, what are we going to talk about today, boys?
You know, I think I have the perfect topic to talk about.
I think we already announced the topic.
We did.
If you were watching Godfather's Thirsty Thursday,
yeah,
me and Chungus here, we were chuckling it up.
We had to wait.
And
we have to wait for this month.
Yeah.
We have to wait for Fireball.
And on top of everything, you know what they say, Fireball?
What?
If you are not at the table, you're it. And you were it. I'll tell you what, I am very proud that he's with us today.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
I'd like to see that ugly mug.
Yeah. The Fireball is shining brightly. The fire department gave him a break. The wee-woos gave him a break.
The wee-woos gave him a break.
I'm proud of you. But
all right, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the Grand Theft Auto series. All of it.
That's a big-ass series.
That's a hefty series.
There's what? 5 now?
They've made more than 5 games.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, there's 5.
If you're talking about mainlines, there's 5 mainline titles.
There's 5 mainline titles, but you've got Ballad of Gay Tony. You've got.
Well, not talking about DLC. Standalone DLC.
But I thought, is that DLC?
That is DLC. So is Lost in the Damn DLC for 4. We'll get into that as we talk about it.
Okay. All right.
So, leading us off, we want to start at the beginning, or do you want to start at the end?
Wow. Well, I mean,
Because we can start now.
You
and go
can't have a-
backwards.
you
Hold
can't-
on, I actually have something regarding to the end. GTA 6 is going to be the last Grand Theft title made.
what?
It is going to be the last Grand Theft title, and then it is going to be a one series thing going forward, kind of like how Call of Duty has Warzone.
So you're telling me they're going to try to make GTA into a MMO?
Yeah.
I'm here for it because that's interesting and it's unique.
The
We'll
one
see
thing-
how that works.
The one thing I will,
Because that's talking points right there. We got to.
the one
gotta
thing I
get
will
into.
say though is they're going to try to keep live updates to it going on forward.
Mhm.
But if they're going to create it into an MMO, I think they also need it with the release of GTA 6. They need to also keep that single player story.
Wait. Hit the goddamn brakes for a minute.
Oh, he's cussing.
Where did they announce this?
They announced it like last week.
Where?
Probably their website, more than likely.
Where the hell? I must have missed this somewhere.
Website, a
Probably.
few content creators have covered it.
Okay, you see. Okay, there's where I'm probably
Possibility it's a
lacking
rumor.
because I haven't looked at content creators. What I did was I went to their Facebook, I went to their website, and I was trying to refresh my memory on the earlier Grand Theft Auto stories.
Yeah.
Because let's be completely honest. For the last 10 years now, we have had nothing but 11 years.
Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in
2013. It's been 11
Oh
years
yeah,
now.
it'd be 11 years
It
now.
was November
Going on
2013,
12.
I think. Yeah.
So for the last 11, 12 years, our sole focus has been on GTA 5. Has been on Trevor, been on is it CJ?
No.
No.
God.
That's
oh,
That's racist.
Okay.
That's San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Oh,
Franklin. It's
Franklin. Yeah,
Michael
Franklin.
and Trevor.
And that ain't fucking racism.
That's just the single player story alone. The single player story hasn't been touched at all.
Yeah.
No, and it's mainly just been the online focus on the online characters.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought them up because, and I know we're jumping ahead a little bit here, but they started to incorporate the characters from the storyline into the online.
They did.
They did.
They have. And
So
it's been
that's
really
why I
good.
brought that up.
There's only 2 though that they've incorporated so far.
No, Michael's got incorporated,
Yeah.
but you don't see him.
Yeah, you don't
He's
see
still
him, you
working
hear
at
about
the
it.
movie theater.
He's still working at the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You hear, but you don't see.
Yeah, you can do missions to collect shit for him and things of that nature. But you don't actually see his voice actor.
Yeah,
character model,
yeah.
all that.
But let's go back a little bit though,
Yeah.
because or is somebody looking this up? Because
You want me
I can
to?
see both your screens.
Yeah.
And I'm
want us
very
to look?
curious on who leaked this because let's be honest, the last guy who leaked anything about GTA is spending the next 10 years in prison. That was a pretty hefty freaking
I thought it was 14.
yeah, okay. It's in the teens.
Yeah, it's
It's double digit. So yeah, Nomads, don't be leaking anything about the daggum Grand Theft series because I'm not doing this in San Quentin. Sorry.
Let me see if
We're
I
not
can-
doing it.
Let me see if I can find my source.
Yeah, because that's huge. I didn't hear that or see that.
I am curious to see what the source is.
Yeah, so am I.
Honestly, because I have not heard that either. So like, oh, but we have talked about things of that things like that.
Yep.
That has been a very poignant.
Now
thing
I
discussed.
kind of wonder if they're going this route because they're going to do some of the fixes that I've been
again
very
like,
critical
So
about.
I got the video right here. I can pass it around.
Don't-
to you guys.
don't play
No,
any
don't play any
videos.
videos. I don't need YouTube censoring us on day one.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a bad boy, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit.
Wait until we have some
So
protection.
who's the
YouTuber?
yeah, who's the YouTuber or who is the source? Because that's going to tell us
Oh,
a lot.
It's just a few TikToks that I've been seeing. I don't know,
TikToks from
just people that have been popping up on my For You page talking about how there are signs showing that this is going to be the last GTA and that they're going to be moving forward as making it kind of like a live based.
okay. So I guess my question there is going to be: is this from anybody who is reputable to the Grand Theft Auto?
not even that. Just in
franchise.
terms of actual, I guess.
I guess tied to
news
Rockstar.
leaking. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't see anything like that. it being tied to anybody like that. But what I'm also trying to say is, if they do decide to go that route of making it be the last one, because there's also been rumors of there's only going to be one more Red Dead left.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that.
Talking about,
I can see Red Dead.
Bringing all of Rockstar as a whole, since we're talking about GTA, I have heard that GTA 6 is going to be the last one, where they're going to expand on the online, like what they've been doing with GTA 5 for the past 10 years. And then, because I would guess they're running out of story ideas that they can come up with.
Not really.
For what?
About the whole series.
Are we talking about Grand Theft or are we talking about Red Dead?
Because Red Dead, I can understand running out.
Yeah, talking about Red Dead.
Oh, okay.
Red Dead.
Yeah, I
for
get it.
Sure.
Because it's set in the past.
Because from what I've been hearing through just rumors, this is all just speculation. But the two main stories that they're talking about with Red Dead are either going earlier, and
they'd have to.
No, hold on.
Well, isn't Red Dead 2 in 1899?
Hold on, Dad. They're talking about either going very early and playing as a very young Dutch Vanderlyn, so we can see Arthur and John grow up, or we're going to be taking place as Jack Marston.
Going through World War I.
Going through World War I, going through World War II. Jack Marston died in 91.
Died in 92.
92. Canonically, he died in 92. 1992.
Well, yeah, I get that, but if you go up to 92, now, okay, let's forget
Jack
92.
Marston would be living a Forrest Gump-esque life.
Oh, hold on. That would kill Red Dead.
And maybe that's their intention.
Well,
But this is all speculation.
Only because
it's all speculation.
Only because the horse, as the main mode of transportation, was gone after World War One.
Yeah.
So therefore, is that their way of tying Red Dead in with Grand Theft?
That would be the smartest move right there.
Yeah, that would be.
Tying it into Grand Theft Auto. If they ever do a Grand Theft Auto 7 or Grand Theft Auto whatever the name's going to be, they can have it take place back to there, connecting even better.
But didn't LA Noire, or whatever Rockstar game that they made, cop game they made, isn't that tied in as well?
I'm not sure, because it's been forever since I've played LA Noire for a lot of reasons. That game is one of the games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're getting kind of off topic.
Yeah, we're lost in the weeds.
Yeah, we're in the weeds again.
God dang.
But back to GTA 6 being like I wouldn't say it's a subscription, but it's a live
service.
Live service game.
Yeah, which it already is.
Technically, I guess with
it is
GTA 5 online.
It's a live service. They work on the game constantly, giving it updates to the game. These are updates you don't have to pay for, so it is a live service game.
You know what's the one thing that really irritates me about GTA Online?
What's that?
That big construction building in the middle of downtown.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Here we go.
No.
Yes.
God.
Finally.
10 years. 10 years.
Yes.
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 Chungus, hold on. We got a brand new casino.
That is correct.
We got a brand new casino.
That is correct.
And we still have not touched that.
But it makes it the much more how they say realistic that construction is not done even after 10 years. It's based off of LA County. It's based off of LA County. Of course it makes sense. Their government's corrupt there.
Okay.
They're just laundering money.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying though. They had an old casino sitting there. And it took them less than 6
What are they going to put in the skyscraper? What do you want in the skyscraper?
I don't know. Just with this recent update, they added bail bondsmen.
Yeah.
Hey, Fireball.
What?
You're literally fighting the same battle
that he lost.
I did not lose.
You relented, so therefore you lost.
Obviously,
you signed the peace treaty. You lost.
Obviously, I did not lose. What I did was I strategically retreated.
So you lost.
To get a battlefield advantage over you, and now I have it.
This is not the long play that we're doing with
because
Korea right now.
Now
this
listen,
is not. I'm not North Korea in this situation.
Listen,
all right.
Now listen.
I am South Korea.
Now listen, Chungus.
Prosperous.
Now listen. So this goes back to our discussion we had on Thursday. What, about a week ago now?
2 weeks now.
No, it was
2 weeks ago.
Oh no, it would have
Yeah.
been last week.
No, it would have been last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
Because I would have been out here with you guys, but I had
It wasn't-
I had a commitment.
It wasn't this last Thursday.
No,
It was the
you're
one right before that.
It
So-
is a Sunday,
Yeah, it is a Sunday.
so it is the
About
start of the next week.
4 days.
Yeah.
4 days ago.
So
If this would have been next weekend, yes, I would have agreed. It would have been 2 weeks.
still 2 weeks.
But
Still 2 weeks.
either way, this ties back into that conversation. And there's not many topics out there that I agree with Fireball on when it comes when it comes to video games.
There is not.
So
It's typically, it's you two duking it out,
Yeah,
me being like, well,
this-
actually.
this is a very rare occurrence where Godfather and Fireball agree on something. 10 years for a construction with no
Let me ask you
with
this.
with,
Let me
with
ask
no
you this.
progress.
What do you want there? What would you put there?
Where is it?
Hold on.
Hold on, Fireball. Hold on. Where the hell are we based out of? Are we based out of LA where things get built? Or are we
Things get built. They spent $300 billion on a freaking railroad thing, and they only got like not even a quarter mile done.
That's not a building. Or are we
Is that not building something?
No, well, kind of.
Okay.
But either way, or are we in Cairo where the damn building just gets abandoned and never gets finished until it falls down?
Okay, I will say this because if you played any of the recent updates,
Yeah.
they've incorporated that building into certain missions. And there's also a huge mission in the story on it as well. But also, the fact is we are now 10 years into the future on GTA Online from the events of story.
Yeah.
That makes
Why-
20.
No, because it's set in
No,
20. Story's set in 2013.
13.
It's only 10 years.
So
after.
at the beginning of GTA Online, we were before the events of story.
Yeah, like a couple months.
Yeah.
And then it lines up perfectly, and then Heist takes us past that. Or,
Yeah.
No, Heist is where it starts to line up perfectly. And then,
then
once we get to the, I think it's the
Gunrunners. I think Gunrunners is where we start.
We
if
jump
went straight
forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe with this new Bales Bond and DLC, there is a certain high value mission where we go into that construction yard and there are people on top of there.
There's missions like that all the time.
Right, but the thing is I would love to see it be, I wouldn't say like a casino type area because we have something like that. And we have the LS car meet, so it can't be like a car meet area. I would say as like at the very end, a public hangout spot. There's actually a billboard, I believe, at the base of it talking something about the Mile High Club.
Oh yeah, that's what they need is a strip joint.
We already have one.
I know.
But it's like it's supposed to be some sort of like very expensive
Why not?
and high-end apartment.
Okay, then fine. Make it a high-end apartment and make it even more expensive than all the overpriced crap that they already have.
You mean GTA inflation?
Yeah, that. Just call it Biden inflation. Because, I mean, GTA kind of forecasted the future, but I digress. Finish the damn building and make it either an office or what I've been arguing about for the last 3-4 years. You have an online game, change the damn dynamics of it. Make it to where it is more of a crew based. Because
But the thing
Well,
is,
you gotta speak up, son.
That's kind of hard for you too. With it be, you want to do something crew based, but GTA 5 is pretty much at end of life. We've got what 6 months until GTA 6 comes out.
Fall of next year. So
Fall of
maybe a
next year.
We have a year left.
Mhm.
GTA 5 is at its end of life cycle.
Yeah.
Why would they come out and push
Okay.
something huge like a crew based?
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Okay. And this has been years back. Okay, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
When they came out with the MC,
Mhm.
and they had the Prez, the Vice Prez, the Sergeant at Arms, and then your members, and then your freaking prospects.
Yeah.
When they had that, if you remember correctly, you'd walk into where the meeting room was at, and you would pick up all these quests that you had to have 4 people for.
You didn't technically have to have 4 people.
You didn't technically have to,
but it was easier with 4 people.
but it was easier.
But didn't.
But they were. But I guess what I was saying, or what I'm saying, is this: is for the Office, for 90% of what they were pushing out content that it was a lot easier to do if you had a crew running with you.
Right, but didn't Motorcycle Club, you were allowed to have more than 4? It was VIP, you were allowed only up to 4. With Motorcycle, it was up to 8 or 16.
I think it was 8, up to 8.
So
that's the formations. The formations you can do with the Motorcycle Club. You can do the different types of the V and all that crap. It is 4, or not 4. It is 8.
But I guess what I'm saying is this, and you guys have to agree with me here. All of the updates, gun running, your Office, your MC, the facility, all of those, Rockstar wanted you in a group.
But the thing is I feel like GTA Online has pushed more away from the whole MMOs. It's still an MMO because you've got roughly, you could have 32 to up to 40 players now in a lobby.
Yeah.
They pushed away from the MMO version of it, and they fumbled with the whole crew.
Yeah, they fumbled hard with it.
Like, I have not seen anything worthwhile joining a crew other than having people just being able to see who's online and when.
XP gains, that's really it.
I feel like if they wanted to use the Mile High Club thing, they could turn it into a public space for LFGs.
Well, let's not abandon what I was about to say. If they were to make a crew, and there's plenty of video games out there that have a guild, an alliance, a crew,
A
clan, no matter what you say, when you get ready to go on, and right now they have the option where it says join with your friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that your friend, whenever they come on, can join your lobby and you're playing. Now, hold on. I see the wheels turning in your head. I always revert back to older games, kind of like the granddaddies of them who pushed boundaries and made some of this possible. With World of Warcraft, and I'll always go back to that game.
It's still kind of relevant.
It's still kind of relevant. They pushed the boundaries of this clan thing. They had different servers. They had different, if you want to call it sub-servers within a server. You can only have so many people in one server before it bounced you to a different one. But they evolved their clan to where you had your own hangout.
Yeah.
Whether it be in Ironforge or Stormwind or wherever, you had your own area. You had your clan bank. You had your clan.
I think we need to let Chungus talk.
Hold on. I know. But with Grand Theft Auto, with being $1 million or more to get any of this cool stuff, maybe they need to look at World of Warcraft and go, we could do more with the Office. We could do more with the MCs if we went to where, and they would actually save on data if they were to do it that way. If they would have one bank or one garage for, let's say, 8 players or 12 players.
I will.
I'm gonna stop both of you right here, right now. The fact that he brought it up earlier, the GTA 6 being more like an MMO, this conversation we are currently having right now is probably conversations that most people are having about the game. They want it to be more open to playing with friends, playing with the people you want to play with. So, to me, that leads a bit of credence to the fact that they might actually swing more towards the MMO side of things.
They might.
It would play a big factor into it.
I've noticed more often that people are starting to do more role play when it comes to GTA.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing else to do for most people because they've
got everything.
They've got everything.
Unless we do what you do and just start over from
scratch. Start over from scratch, which is awesome. It's great. But mind you, this game is so friendly for newer players. Like, holy crap.
I wanted to bring up, you're talking about, having crew garages and stuff.
Yeah.
I do not like that, just considering the fact that you have some of these players that love having their garages and love having their cars full.
Buy more garages.
But
Yeah.
you can only I think you can only have up
10
10
properties.
10 properties.
So let me put it this way. If we're doing it to the way that if you are part of a crew, you are part of that crew's whole line of property. If we were to save on space of only people being only have 10 properties, because we can see clearly that they were able to update it and give people more properties. So it is a possibility. Now, in terms of actual games resources, if you don't have 30 plus players who all have 10 properties, instead you have 3 players who technically own those properties, but they're a part of the crews with the other 27 players. That limits down on being able to limit the amount of properties people have. You can give more properties to the crews themselves. So you can expand it up to 30 to 50 to 100 properties that these crews can have.
But if God's Father wants something like that, and if they implement this in the GTA 6, I could see where they could do good with it. However, the only problem I see with the fact is if you want to have crew central property, if you want to have garage space for your crew members, is it going to be the guy who's the head of the crew gets to allocate who gets what?
If you're talking
Who
about
gets
it like
what?
that, no, hold on. If you're talking about it in that sense, you got to realize that these communities are built off of trust and boundaries. So when you're talking about managing a crew or managing a guild, anything of that nature, you have the guild leader, you have anybody else that they've appointed to have positions of power within them. But these are supposed to be people who are able to be trusted to moderate and actually do a good job at what they're supposed to be doing. Now you have examples of that people do a poor job of that, and people don't go to those guilds. Those are friend-only guilds.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the public guilds who anybody can come in with, but you see that they keep growing or they're at their max capacity because they do such a good job at like, hey, you're part of this guild. If you put this much into the guild, this is what you can get. You know, you have your slice of the cake. The guild owns most of it, but you can have your slice of the cake too.
This is the other thing that really annoys me with the property management system in GTA Online. I wish you could just sell some of your properties.
You can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can trade them.
You can trade it. You can't sell.
Yeah.
You can only trade them in. So, like, I've got 10 properties right now. I've got a 50-car garage. I've got my office that can hold up to, I believe,
30.
30
more.
each.
Yeah, 30 each. Okay, yeah.
I can hold 60 there. You know, and they just did a max exodus of a bunch of cars. So a lot of cars are now gone from the game.
Yeah, I noticed that. And that was crazy because I was looking for certain cars. I'm like, that's not in the game. I can't. I like that car.
Here's the problem I had with that is a lot of people who had those cars, they took them out.
Oh, they're gone.
They took them out of their garage as well, and there was no compensation for it whatsoever.
Yeah, Rockstar does some iffy things every now and then with that.
I had like 9-10 car garages, and most of them were filled up with just stuff that I found cool or I found on the street, or they were cheap enough that I bought them and just upgraded them. Because I did a lot of car meets for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I hopped back on and I went and checked out those garages, they were empty. But I didn't get any compensation for how much money I put into them, how much I bought them for. They were just gone.
Yeah. Rockstar.
Pay that man.
Poor form.
Pay that man his money.
Pay your players. You need to compensate them.
Actually, we're talking about GTA in general. Rockstar has a history of
hiking up the money.
Not even that, because GTA inflation, whatever it be, but it's their moderation for their player base. The term of like have a big stick but talk softly. Rockstar does no talking and they nuke you. They don't do any talking and there is no the big stick is a nuke. Because it's like, oh yeah, you participated in a game-breaking glitch that we didn't notice and you profited off of. Boom, gone, banned, destroyed. That account no longer exists. You'll have to basically get in a whole new fucking social club account and everything. You're gone, destroyed. Yeah.
Well,
and it's like and players did that who put like hundreds to thousands of hours into the game, and then they're like, I want a quick 10 mil. So they do this glitch. They get caught for it. They're gone. All of that work gone.
If I remember correctly, I just checked my allocated amount of playing time in that game, and I had over 45 days on just my PlayStation account.
That's not that much.
Well,
45 days. 45 total
Fireball.
days.
That's not a lot. You gotta realize. There are people who have played MMOs for longer.
I want to go to what Chungus said, just for a minute.
Which one? Which thing?
Your last thing.
Okay.
If they get caught breaking the rules because they want a quick 10 mil, because they want something that bad, I agree with Rockstar with giving them the big boot. Because here's the thing. You got players out there who are grinding. Rockstar, maybe this is a sign to you that some of this stuff is damn near and you can't achieve it
unless you
push
a
the
lot
boundary.
of time.
You have a player base, and now that you and I are both a part of that player base now, you have a player base that does a 9-to-5 job, wants to come home, play GTA. You know, I want to do a heist. Let's see how much I can do the heist. Let's say I got $400,000 or $800,000 from this heist, and I'm like, oh, well, that's $800,000. That was pretty good. You know, I want to see what I can afford. And then you go on, oh, I want to buy the brand new. Let's say I want to buy the brand new police car Challenger. Go to buy it. You have a trade price of like $3.2 million or a buy now price for $4.5, and you're sitting there going,
so
what?
I will say this: having restarted my playthrough of GTA Online, and it's been about a month now, so I'm level 70 now. I typically try to play it at least 4 hours every day after work, because that's what I do. I do some GTA, do some grinding. So with the businesses they have, you know, the MC businesses, the nightclub, the gun running, the office, like import, export, all that. I, with the help of a friend, because it's just him and I playing, it's just two of us going. He has his own business, I have my own businesses. So we hop back and forth selling his cargo and his supply, his stock of stuff. Go back and doing mine. Do some missions here or there. Do some of the heists. Do some of that stuff. I've been able to afford anything I've wanted. I got to save up a little bit for it, but I'm saying as the game sits now, it is no longer. I would say as it sits now, as it sat back when they released the Diamond Casino, because that was the best way. That is the second best heist to make money off of.
But here's
besides Kaya.
No, Kyo sucks now.
Did they nerf it?
They've nerfed every single way heist of making money. They nerfed Kyo. They nerfed Casino. They even nerfed the original heists. You can no longer get 1.2 million from
Pacific Standard.
It's more like $1 million now.
I mean,
split amongst 4 players.
Yeah, 200 grand is not gonna. That's another. It's not
That's gonna take you all damn night to get to wherever you want to go.
And the other thing that really annoys me is the fact that, you know, you have to grind out. You have to do preps, and then you got to do preps of those preps. And then let's say you're doing a casino heist, or let's say you're doing the big con casino heist with gold. You have to do.
It's like 20 preps or something like that.
I would say it's like 10 to 12 preps.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of preps.
Having just done the casino heist recently, it's a lot of preps. And some of the preps are optional. You don't even need to use them.
Well, yeah. But some of those preps, getting all those preps done, you're looking at like 4 or 5 hours before hire.
It was like 6 hours. Granted, there's only 2 of us, but we did all the preps. It took us 2 days to do all the preps. But granted, again, optional preps we didn't need because of the approach we took. So if you know how the heist works, you're planning it out, you know what preps you need to do, what preps you don't need to do.
Now let me ask you this question.
That could have lowered down to about 3 to 4 hours of doing preps. 3 to 4 hours. We got a payout of less than $1 million. It was the first one. You do cash. Cash is one of the worst ones to do. We got a cool milli. Split between 2 players. I only ended up getting like $300,000-$400,000, but that's not awful for that amount of work, because I had no overhead put onto it for me. He bought the arcade, he bought the setup, he did all that. So for me, it was just pure profit. For the host, it's a little worse off.
Now let me ask this question, okay?
Okay.
So going back to what I said before, where the crew owns the arcade, the crew owns the MC, the office, whatever. You know, you make like the office, and then you have that you know, the outlaw side of it, to where you guys only have to restock your cocaine shop once. You only got to restock or sell your weed or any of the drug ones. You only have to restock and sell one time, and then you could go and start doing these preps. See, that's where I think Rockstar has dropped the ball at. Because, now hear me out, Chungus. If you're running with a crew of 4 people, and by the way, I remember the names of the people I ran with.
Nice, good.
Banging Hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course you ran with someone.
Yeah, Banging Hard. And what was that cat's name from New York?
You just said you remembered the name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm the one that introduced you to them.
Yeah. Then we had a big falling out, but it was what it was. But either way, if you're running with 4 people, okay, so all 4 people want to run all their properties. So that one MC has what, 4 sub properties for the drugs? I don't want to say them all because YouTube might might censor us for them.
You have the pharmaceutical.
Hold, don't say any names.
I'm not. I'm saying You have the pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceutical.
You have the
money.
Flour.
Yeah. You got the money.
You have the gardening center.
Yep.
And
you
then
got the money.
And then you got printing presses. Yes.
Yep.
And that's it for the MC stuff.
No, there's one more. There's 5.
You got plants, pharmaceutical, flour.
Identification.
Oh yeah, you got the
Identification.
DMV.
Yeah, DMV. And then okay, so that's just for your MC.
Yeah.
Then you got gun running.
Then you have
you got your vault.
Military contractor.
Yeah. So I mean, once you look at this as a whole, to make money, a part of the grinding, you're going around to all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're running with a crew of 4, that's going to keep you going for a couple hours. Easily.
But
then on top of that, to get the big money, then you got to go to the preps for like the facility. You have to go do preps.
Oh, okay. See, the thing is, like, again,
You
having
see
recently
everything-
played recently,
Yeah.
making money is not a problem at all because
you have
the businesses are so profitable at this point.
You got the passive income from the businesses to be able to do while you're doing your setup.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, to get full bar of supplies for a business is $75,000. If you're making at least 300 grand, it's always going to be a profit if you're making 300 grand.
The thing is God's Father, whenever we played GTA together,
Steals.
it was, I'm stealing it. I'm not paying $75,000 for
Exactly.
But
Why would you pay when you can go and
Time.
steal the damn thing?
because at the time they gave you an option to skip
Okay,
for
so
the time
I
and
get
still
that.
make profit.
I get that.
You're
But
still making profit
at the same time, okay, yeah, you're making profit, but you're still paying 75 grand for something that you could go do.
Yeah,
But that's the whole point. If we're arguing,
Oh my
if
God,
we're
Lord.
arguing over time spent
But
trying to grind, you can skip the grind by taking out like a fraction of
every
your
penny counts.
It does. And the fact that I've been able to make around $20 million
But here's
and
the thing.
still have whatever I want and still go do the preps
The way
in
I
time.
would play it is I would buy the prepping material for those types of businesses, and then I would take the time. My biggest thing was running CEO stuff, whether that be vehicle cargo or whether that be normal cargo.
Mhm.
Although normal cargo costed you money to get, it was like three times the amount. Especially when they did
Double XP money.
when I did double XP and double money during that stuff, I had 2 large warehouses full,
Mhm.
and I made almost 10 grand off of 2 warehouses.
All I'm saying is this is
Ooh, excuse me.
Grand Theft Auto or any of these games for that matter could do so much more with the amount of space that they have if they were to lock this stuff down to alliances. Keep your money the way it is.
We're getting stuck in the weeds now because we still got to cover all the other games as well.
Well, no, because this is multi.
It's about
episode.
GTA in and of
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, this is going to be very.
So, as we've stated, do we want to start at the beginning or the end? We're starting towards the end, so we're going to be moving towards the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's
Well,
okay.
and here's the thing: if you look back at the beginning, at the grassroots of it,
Mhm.
we didn't have online.
You didn't have online. You didn't
That's
really
also
have the
because
big.
games came out.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
Exactly.
You can't say that because there are games that released in the 90s that had online.
Okay, which one, smart guy?
What do you mean, which ones?
For online,
Didn't RuneScape come out in like 96?
it wasn't online.
Yeah, it was.
In the 90s,
Yes, like 96. You
There's
had
no-
the internet.
there is no way.
Yeah, dial up.
Yeah, dial up.
Is that not the internet?
You weren't able.
I wasn't even alive, and I know that.
I was, and I'm going to tell you right now, nobody was freaking doing that.
Are you sure?
You better look that up.
You had LAN parties, but you didn't
I'm looking
have
her up
online.
right now.
Yeah, please do.
When was the first online?
Maybe
Okay,
2000.
My bad. No, it's 2000. I thought
Okay.
RuneScape came out in 96, and I thought it was old as shit. I was like, did that game come out like forever ago?
So you were alive.
Huh?
You were alive.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, it was 2001. Yeah.
Oh, you said 2000 though.
And I was alive in 2000.
I thought you said
He was
2001.
born in 98.
Oh,
No, I wasn't.
99.
Don't age me. I'm old.
young buck.
It actually almost released close to my birthday.
Big old 5-0 over here.
Hey, it doesn't matter. A lot of knowledge. But either way,
Wisdom. I'll call it wisdom. Sure.
listen
But
here.
here's the thing.
But the beginnings,
But
the beginning of Grand Theft Auto did not have online.
and it didn't
You
have
had
the
a
big
storyline.
heist like it did.
GTA
Yeah.
Online, the GTA 5 Online, because I'm going to compare GTA 4 Online and GTA 5 Online here real quick.
Okay.
GTA 5 Online was the first GTA to preface making money and have to make money to enjoy the game. If you ever played GTA 4 Online, it
was just the mini games and shit like that.
You had free roam and mini games.
And missions
And more
stuff.
times than not, when I was playing GTA 4 Online, the entire lobby were at two locations. Both of them, we were at both swing sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but you see, that's the evolution of online gaming too.
But the one thing that my grievance with GTA is they have moved away from the roots of
Yes.
just being a fun, hey, I'm going to jump off and win my friends. We're going to do something stupid. We're going to have fun with it. And we're going to just play the game. That's a
user.
I'm going to hop online and I'm going to grind the hell out of this because the only way for me to enjoy the game is to play and get money.
That is user error, I will say a bit, because you can do it in a fun manner, earn money, still get the things you want to do to have fun, but mainly if you're going into GTA for the grind, that's the issue. You gotta want to enjoy playing the game
you
first.
You cannot make money unless you are grinding the heists.
No, you absolutely can. I'm letting you know you can.
You can.
I've only done 3 heists: Casino, Prison Break, and the one that they added for Cluck and Bell. It was okay money. I got more money from passive income from my businesses and still having fun doing the missions.
Yes.
I have made most of the money I've made recently from that.
I have seen,
hallelujah. Once again, me and Fireball are not seeing eye to eye. Everything's right in the universe again.
But my biggest grievance is the fact that before they had the whole reward scaler and missions were
The best way to make money?
no.
Because they were. When the game first
When
came
the
out,
game first
Rooftop Rumble.
Yeah.
Titan of a job.
But here's the thing, is right around the time where I hit level 675 and they started coming out with the heists, those missions then became obsolete because the heists were the way to go.
Still no.
Yes.
Still no. Not until you got to Pacific Standard. Pacific Standard was the only one that you actually made good money on.
Yeah, and everybody would have actually done that stuff because if you were a first-time player of that heist, you got $100,000 for free.
That still happens if you're a new player.
Right.
First time.
But and then you also got rewards for finishing them as the host.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say here is a lot of people finished as the host, got to the Pacific Standard part where they were making a lot of money, and then those missions became obsolete because you were still only getting maybe 10 grand per mission.
Yeah. So what is your point is what?
Now, from what I've heard and from what I've learned playing it, there is a reward scaler. The longer you take on a mission, the more money you get.
That got implemented around the time they gave you businesses.
Yeah.
Because they knew missions were not profitable and they wanted it to be, well, if people are going to take a while, but they messed up the scaler. And I say, and the mission scaler's been in since like 2015, 2016. It's been around the time the heist got introduced.
Yeah. Because I remember that.
Because the whole point of doing like Titan of a Job and Rooftop Rumble it was a set payout when they first released. So you just blitz through it as fast as possible. Most amount of money, you can grind that out. With the reward scaler, people were trying to do that. Like, why is it not making as much money? Oh, if I take 30 minutes into a mission, I get like $100,000 almost.
Yeah.
So that's my point. Is like they that was released around the same time. The heists, in my opinion, were never supposed to be profitable. The storyline with the heist is that you're doing this to gain a name for yourself, notoriety to a degree, but mainly to help the people who have gotten you this far anyway.
What did you get from? I forget. What did you get from the rewards for actually completing them as the host? Because the only significant one that I knew of, that if you completed it as the host, was the Doomsday one, where if you completed it as a host, you then were able to call the one level off for free.
That is specifically for Doomsday. Any of the other ones where it had a trade-in price or anything like that, specifically, the host typically got that first.
Okay, yeah, that's
what getting the host does. You like, especially like getting the deluxe or anything like that.
Right.
You got the trade-in price instead of the normal full price for it. But besides that, it was just you got more money at the end of it. And, I think it's mainly that, yeah.
The one thing that I was never able to do because we weren't ever free enough to do it. Criminal Mastermind.
That takes a lot of effort. Because you gotta set the time away for 4 people to sit down, knock out the heist, don't die, don't reset,
on the
all elite challenges, hardest difficulty on the normal 4 heists.
I feel like they needed to up that payout for.
They definitely do because it's all heists now, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's all the heists that are in the game right now. For 10 million?
No, because I thought it was broken down into. Because you had the original heists, and then that had its own mastermind challenge, and then you had the Doomsday heist that had its own mastermind challenge.
To my knowledge, they've changed it to be all heists. 10 million for all the heists with the same 4 people.
So can we take it as a do out for our next episode? Is let's go on and let's figure that out. Because right now, what I'm hearing is a whole bunch of I thinks.
But the only problem with that being is we all have to have the same console because GTA Online is not cross-platform.
It is not. So you guys are on the PS5 edition.
But that's fine. That's okay. Because we have the 3 major consoles.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
No. I didn't say all of us do. I said we as a group do.
Fair enough. I'm a PC gamer through and through now.
Yeah,
I saw the light and I got saved. So.
We have the PC gaming, we've got the PS5, we got the Xbox, we got the Switch.
Oh, I forgot about the Switch.
Yeah, we have them all. So we can go on and take a look at all this and see what platform is doing what, and compare notes on the next episode.
Yeah.
So
it's the other.
That's a do out that we need to do.
What's the other really sad thing that I've been thinking about with GTA 6 just around the corner?
What's that?
This is going to be the last Halloween update, and this is going to be the last Christmas update we get for GTA 5.
Potentially. Just because they're releasing a new game doesn't mean they're ending service on the last game.
Well, they're not ending service, but they're more than likely, as soon as GTA 6 drops, they're going to shift their attention to that.
And they need to.
And they should, as they should. But like most game companies, they're going to leave people behind to maintain the online services until they don't want to continue it anymore.
At least for about 6 months, and then they'll shut down GTA 5.
Probably not.
No, I think GTA, because they just shut down PS3 and Xbox One servers to it like a year ago.
Well, we'll see.
If they're able to still make money off of it, why would they shut it down?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's all I can say.
The thing is
we'll see.
The only reason I'm saying they're going, if I really hope GTA 6 doesn't flop, whether it be single player or GTA.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not gonna flop.
No.
My biggest thing is
from the map I've seen.
Well, I don't think the map, but just in general, content.
I don't think
the only way GTA 6 will flop in online is if they don't release a more amount of content this time around than they did before. They need to have the online missions that they have currently, like the way that they do missions now. Plus, they need to at least have like a heist or 2 to start with. They need to have something more.
Go in moderation. I get.
They need to have more hands, because this is what I think happened with Red Dead Online. They need to have a more hands-on approach with GTA Online than what they did with Red Dead Online.
Well, the thing is, if it's GTA Online, they're going to have more of a hands-on
Well,
approach. They just spent $2 billion on the game. They're going to. And two, Red Dead Online.
Yeah, you can't compare that.
You can't compare that.
No.
They didn't have a plan for Red Dead Online.
No, Red Dead Online was garbage.
They didn't have a plan at all. And
What they should have done.
They were making too much money off of
Yeah.
GTA 5 Online.
What they should have done is they should have modeled Red Dead Online like they did with GTA Online.
And they started to eventually, but they had the moon shining.
Oh
and
my
stuff
God!
Like that.
You want to talk?
By the time they got around to it,
But the thing is, that game released and GTA was still in its prime.
You want to talk?
It was just that was going to be dead regardless.
You want to talk about an absolute? I don't have another word besides shit show of an online.
I've got
of an online was Red Dead Online.
I got to confess.
Because you know how...
Never played it, did you?
I've never played Red Dead.
Oh, Red Dead at all? Either 1 or 2?
No.
Oh, you bastard.
How?
I watched God's father play Red Dead 1. I played maybe a mission of Red Dead Online for Red Dead 2. And I got through the prologue of Red Dead 2, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... Full stop.
Yeah, full stop.
You have literally not experienced one of the top 10 games
I've watched playthroughs of Red Dead, so
watching and playing are two different things. To watch somebody play something, they can play it in a certain style that they don't really get to experience themselves. The actual the
storyline is
the
freaking
game.
gold.
The storyline, you can experience that, but until you go through and be like, oh, they were just doing hunting stupidly. I'm way better than them at this. Hunting's easy because they could be like, oh, well, hunting's bad. It's not really that great. It takes this long to do this. And it's like, well, I found a way around that. Huh?
You would. He said he hunts with dynamite. He would.
Yeah. And you know what? You can do that. It takes longer to get certain shit. And then you also don't get the high quality stuff. But that's besides the point. But there are ways to explore
Red Dead Online. Red Dead Online was doomed from the word go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite people playing with, good old Ray.
Yeah.
This man is very even-tempered. Very even-tempered. We went to Red Dead Online, and I forget what we were doing, but we weren't doing anything. I think we were just grinding some missions to get gold or get something. Mm-hmm. And we got griefed. And he rage quit. And he said, I will never go back to Red Dead Online. And to this day, I have never seen Ray on Red Dead. And that is because Rockstar did not take the same approach to Red Dead as they did with Grand Theft. Because with Grand Theft Auto, you can enter pretty much your own lobby.
Well, I will say this now. Recently, last few years, they added in the ability to be able to do everything that you could in an actual public.
Within the last year.
Last year, being able to do everything you would be able to in a public lobby in your own. That was not the standard. You were not able to.
I remember you weren't able to sell your stuff. You weren't able to do anything like that. You had to go into a public match in order to either resupply, sell, or do whatever.
Yep.
And I think Rockstar started figuring out that when they brought that out for Grand Theft, that they were seeing more online activity when people could literally have fun with the businesses without the fear of some jackass coming down and smoking you and taking your stuff.
The issue with the whole griefing thing was exponential because they let players get jets, flying motorcycles, flying cars with missiles. If they would have just left it to helicopters,
and the ability to be able to see them coming at you.
Yeah, well, you can always see them come at.
See them on the radar.
Yeah,
but I know that some of these vehicles have stealth capability.
Yeah,
but the thing,
that'd be a good way to counter it because then you buy a radar dish, something like that for your submarine or anything like that if you wanted to do stuff like that.
But the biggest problem with that is, and I'm glad they did it because they actually just nerfed a lot of these vehicles that were the go-to.
Lowered the ammo count for the missiles, gave them ammo counts in general because these vehicles used to be infinite ammo.
Yeah.
Not only that, they've lowered the homing capability.
Yes.
They lowered the turn rate on the missiles.
Yes.
They did all of this
Increase the effectiveness of flares and chaff and everything like
because it got so bad that I remember one time I joined a lobby because, sometimes I'd get an itch to get into a fight. I got into one lobby with a couple of friends, and everybody was on fly. Everybody
has an oppressor mark too.
Yeah.
They're flying around, blowing everybody up.
Yeah.
You shoot one down, cool. He's a part of an MC, so he's gonna go ahead, take the 2 seconds it takes to call in another bike. Mirrors mutual, boom, deliver my bike. Another oppressor in the air, like within a minute.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's
But
no leeway.
They also added something else like that they added a nerf like that.
Yeah.
If you are in an MC and you call out an oppressor mark 2, you then have to wait the 2.5 minutes to call out another one.
And then here's the other thing too. The biggest thing is the profile size of some of these vehicles. You have a helicopter. I can see that helicopter coming. That oppressor, that
It's a bike.
flying fucking bike,
It's so
I can't see it coming at me.
But the only
If you go Napa the Earth, if you are literally doing Napa the Earth, it's next to impossible to see that bastard coming.
not only that, the other thing is on the mini map, the oppressors had a special indicator on the mini map.
They do, like they do with
Yeah.
all vehicles now. Because it
Yep.
used to. I remember back in the heyday, it was just blips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they added the helicopter icon, whether an air
Yep.
vehicle or a plane or jet or anything. It's like, okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, but I think they went to that route because
People were getting grief so much that they just stopped playing the
they
game.
stopped playing it, and
Because
they
that's
saw
when I
that.
stopped playing GTA. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Or you,
That's not what I shouldn't say. I didn't stop playing. That's when I switched to going to communities, joining car communities and stuff, and doing stuff in private lobbies other than trying to make money.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm all about going ahead and going like fighting somebody. That I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. But when it's to the point of where it's like, no matter what I do, you're going to eventually win, just because you can just keep calling in the same vehicle.
Yep.
Refreshing your inventory of missiles. I can only take so many missiles. So even if you get one missile through and I kill you 30 times, that's still 30 missiles that came through.
Yeah.
Even if it's one per.
Yep.
I can only survive a couple. So
I found it
to a point.
I found it more enjoyable, and I started playing Grand Theft Auto more when I could join my own lobby or join a lobby with friends
And just do whatever
and
you
just
wanna
do whatever I
And
wanted
that's
to do.
why it's so enjoyable right now, and probably why I've been able to make so much money, because people aren't. And even when I do join public lobbies now, I go and do some business
Yep.
stuff. People don't mess with you
You know what?
because they're off doing their own thing, or like, hey,
I
I'm
think
gonna fight. Like, no, oh, okay, because we're down to the player
Yeah.
base where it's like people just want to enjoy the game now.
Yeah.
It's not this
Most-
hyper aggressive
most of
sweats.
most of the KD warriors and sweats are done playing the game.
Yeah, because what else are they gonna do besides they kill?
They're
everybody?
bored with
Either
it.
that,
They're
either
bored.
that or they got banned because they had modded accounts.
Yeah,
well, and then you also got to remember too, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, these griefers are going to
They're
be
gonna come
around.
back.
Yeah,
But
they're
the
going
thing
to come
is,
back.
I'm gonna say this now: if they ever want to do anything remotely smart, if they have content that's able to be messed with or anything like that, that's fine. Just keep the option for people to go into
Yes.
a friends only session,
Yes.
do that by themselves or with
Yes.
friends, and still enjoy the game.
Yes.
Because that's still somebody who's willing to put time and effort into your game without all of the bullshit of worrying about, well, I just wasted an hour getting all this
I
crap
agree with you.
together and now it's just gone and I have to restart.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That makes people not want to play. And yes, it's a PvP game. It's all about high octane destruction, violence, stealing, and whatnot. That's true. However, if I have to fight another oppressor type vehicle again, I need them to know I would. It wouldn't be my fault.
Yeah.
It'd be out of my hands. As Uncle Ted said, it'd be out of my hands.
You know what I think I'm going to do between now and our next episode? I'm going to get back onto Red Dead 2.
Mhm.
And I
Good
just
luck.
want to see if Rockstar made that adjustment to the online. Have you been on the online? They haven't.
They haven't, because they added in like the bounty hunting, treasure hunting, the moonshining and stuff like that. They added in like the
That's
monthly
been out
books.
for
That's been out for a while.
forever.
They added that in, and that's what you can do. People can still mess with you,
Oh Christ!
so it's not.
You know, and I love Red Dead. I really do.
That would have been like if it's Red Dead to my mind. It's literally just because it's in the same universe. It's just
Yeah.
GTA, but
Horses.
horses.
Yeah.
It's just GTA, but horses. So being able to be a cowboy and go shooting people and go moonshine. Like that would have been awesome if they really did that. But the issue is that
Pan
Red
for
Dead,
gold.
the online came
You
out.
can't pan for gold. That's the problem.
I think you can now.
Oh, you can?
It's very minute.
That's stupid.
That's part of the treasure hunting, is what I'm saying. You
That's
get your
stupid.
yeah. Don't worry. Trust me. Again, they didn't really fix anything. The
That's
issue
so
with
stupid.
online mainly though is that it released when 2017, 2018. So it released literally in the prime
The prime
of GTA Online.
Yep.
It was going to be dead no matter what they did.
And then this goes back to mine and your conversation. I think it was on Talking Tuesday a week ago, and Thirsty Thursday about a week ago, of these developing teams and these developers like Rockstar. You have 2 mega hits, and you're trying to manage them both with the same amount of people. You can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Or
Mm-mm.
you pull your best people to Grand Theft. What do you mean?
2 different studios manage the online for
Rockstar North, and then
they have like, oh, let me look it up because they have so many different freaking studios that work on stuff.
Rockstar North works on GTA.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then the other Rockstar works on Red Dead. Those are 2 different teams completely different.
But you see, then that goes back to what we were talking about. Is I don't understand if you see that Grand Theft Auto that you're getting a big spike with having, I don't want to call it a private lobby, but the option to have a lobby with just friends.
It is literally private.
It's private lobby.
That's just what it is.
Okay, yeah. Let's call a spade here. But if you're seeing a spike in the popularity of it with one of your top games, why wouldn't you try it with your other game that you want to be top tier?
Here's the one thing I will credit Rockstar with, because I'm so glad they didn't do it unlike another studio where you have to pay for the subscription service in order to have a private lobby.
Yeah, you got to give it
Fallout?
that.
Yeah,
Fallout. Like in Fallout 76,
yeah.
you had to have Fallout first in order to have your own private lobby.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit. But
they
let's not muddy the waters on future episodes.
But real quick, they also added in the fact that you don't have to PvP anybody if you don't want to. They can shoot you that does nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that is they have
But
that.
if
Now.
you-
So it's
Yeah, I
fine.
know.
But if you claim an outpost at all in that game, you then
Okay.
PvP spin back.
Yeah, but
We're
back into the-
yeah.
Back
Back
into GTA.
out of the weeds, back into the but the thing is, you got to realize the amount of resources it would take, because they already are working on another Red Dead. We know this.
Yes.
Are they?
They
Yes.
are. It is
Okay.
confirmed. They are working on another Red Dead.
Good.
And Red Dead
So-
3 is going to be the last of the trilogy.
Yeah, they're done with Red Dead after this. But
Or so they say.
quad trilogy if you
Yeah.
want to get into, because Red Dead Revolver, anything like that.
But Red Dead Revolver is not canonically a Red Dead game.
Well, okay.
It's not canonically.
Again, gentlemen, we are in the weeds.
That's true. But
Let's get
getting
out
back
of the
to
weeds.
resources going towards maintaining an online doesn't have to be as much as actually making the game, mind you. But still, why would you put resources at all into something
Yeah.
that was a failure from the get-go?
All right. So
Well-
with that, gentlemen, we're at
We're at our limit.
yeah.
We've talked too much.
Well, we're good at
and
that.
and we're still only on GTA 5.
Yeah, we're very good at talking.
Well, I was gonna transition to 4, but
No, it's not
Yeah.
enough time for that. That's next. That's next.
Yeah, no
Next
time for it. So we're gonna go into final thoughts, gentlemen. And I think, Chungus, we need to start with the first timer on camera. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so-
How do you think about that, Quincy?
Ooh, Quincy, we're bringing out the nicknames today. Wow, shots are being fired.
No. Shots are not being fired.
So, with that being said, final thoughts, there, Mr. Fireball.
GTA 5 was technically was my first GTA game.
And pop the cherry.
And GTA 5 was the first story I completed. I never completed GTA 4's story. GTA 5 brought a lot of firsts for me. And it brought me a lot of great lifetime friends that I have. GTA 5 has been an ultimate success.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with that.
That's an understatement.
I'll agree with that.
It is going to go down as one of the greatest games of all time.
Easily.
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 And it can, and this is where Rockstar should not fumble. It can, if they come out with a GTA 5 remaster, let's say 20, 30 years, I guarantee you they could probably make a killing again.
Oh, God, yeah.
On nostalgia factor alone.
Oh, yeah.
They could do that with any of them.
They tried it with the definitive edition.
Well, because
I'm telling you,
the
they
biggest,
could.
The biggest. Stop making us talk. You're wrapping it up. Where
Yeah.
you go?
That was my wrap up.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it's to the Godfather. So, what a great conversation for episode 1, gentlemen.
Yes.
We have popped the cherry on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
We are off the ground and we are running. This has been an idea literally
Years.
3 years?
almost 3 years
in the
now.
making.
Yeah. Hey, this is episode 1 of many episodes.
Many years to come.
So, with that being said, Nomad Gamers, we're going to be coming live to you every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. We will be live on YouTube. And here shortly, we are doing some behind the scenes
Researching.
things. Yeah,
we're researching.
we are going to be going live on Twitch. We're going to be going live as soon as y'all help us out.
Yeah.
We'll be going live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to have a Spotify channel soon. We are in the works for that, and we're going to be on a few other channels, but we're doing some researching on it. So as you see our set right now, this is not our permanent home. This is our temporary home.
Very temporary.
Within the next couple weeks, we will be working on our permanent studio, and once we have that done, we will have a sneak peek at it. But to get that sneak peek, you have to like our page.
Gotta get above 100
We
likes.
gotta get 100 likes.
Yeah.
I need you all to know, those of you watching and those of you who will be watching, we are currently limited in our capability to spread the good word, as they say.
Yes.
When we reach above 100 likes, and basically it unlocks the, so you're not a bot, basically on Facebook.
Yeah.
So we can actually spread out to other communities and get people to watch and follow, and us interact with them and they interact with us, because we are just gamers. We love games.
Yeah,
we
that's
love
it.
talking about them.
That's
we
it.
love playing.
That's it.
We love the community, no matter how toxic Call of Duty can be, or how wholesome. What's that game called? The chore game on the Switch. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
No matter how wholesome Animal Crossing is,
I'll still make it dirty.
We still all enjoy these games through and through. So being able to talk about them and spread it out
Nook is an extortionist.
is good. You're right.
Yes. So with that being said, follow us on Facebook. Follow Godfather. Actually, like Godfather and follow him.
Like and follow
on Facebook. Like and follow Kaiser Chungus if he has a page yet.
I do.
And then like and follow the old Fireball as soon as he makes a page. He needs to do it real quick. Do all that stuff. So I will be coming to you live. Not live. It'll be recorded for Talking Tuesday. I'll have it uploaded by 8 p.m. I'll also be coming to you live or recorded on Thirsty Thursday. We'll be doing it. I'll have it uploaded about 8 o'clock. The Nomad Gamers will be recorded on Wednesdays, and we will have that uploaded by 8 p.m. So please tune in. Every Saturday we'll be going live. And here shortly, very shortly, I hope, we will be going live on Twitch and all to Facebook.
All of the streaming platforms.
All of the streaming ones.
We're trying to make sure we will be able to spread the love and the everything.
Also, coming very soon, we will be having a oh god damn it, I lost it. That one that Sweet Kitty Pie is always on.
TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok. That's it. We'll be having a TikTok one too.
Yeah.
Hey,
there you go.
Hey,
He's old.
I've only had one cup of coffee. Actually two.
That is more than one cup. That is more than a cup of coffee.
I need that. But anyways,
that is not coffee. That is out.
Yeah, that's straight vodka.
Wow. Tune in to us all week. Please support us. I'm not very surprised by.
Point the right way. You got
it.
Nope, other way.
Other way?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. I'm not surprised by that. 0 for the first day. It's all good. With that being said, you be you. If you come into contact with a griefer and the motherfucker needs blown up, blow the motherfucker up. But other than that, peace and love. God's Father's out. Chungus.
My final thoughts. Oh God, because that wasn't even final thoughts. That's
You're
crazy.
talking about me or my final.
Yeah, and then we got to you. And now we're finally out of me. But
Hey, someone has to say it.
that's true. Honestly, I've always enjoyed the GTA series. I started with Vice City. That was my first Grand Theft Auto. Enjoyed the heck out of that game. Loved it. San Andreas, loved it. That's what got me into gaming with my older brother. You know, he got me into gaming with that and some of the sports games and things like that. But that was my initial into on the PS2. The PS2. You know how long ago that was? Oh, it's a long time ago.
Boy, you're coming into my gaming times.
I know. But starting with
we're not
those,
talking about the Atari yet.
yeah, we're not talking about Pong.
The
okay?
Atari 5200. Woo, that was a good one.
But
Shut up, both.
GTA, you know, is near and dear to my heart, like most games are. You know, I'm on the younger spectrum of life, so a lot of games are near and dear to my childhood. Because
Are you sure about that? I've seen
Yeah.
some great from over here.
shut up, shut up, oof, shut up. Oh my gosh! But
Right.
no, you know, GTA 5 absolutely is easily in the top 10 games of all time. Not even talking about revenue and sales, but just in terms of a story and the content that it brings to the gaming industry, along with Red Dead Redemption, along with multiple other titles and other franchises that we will get to eventually. You know, that is just what I have. You know, GTA is great. It's great. It has its issues, it has its flaws, like everything, but it's still good. This is, I think I'm being told that I have to wrap it up here. I'm sorry. I love talking to you guys, but I'm being told I need to not. So this is Kaiser Chungus
This is
signing
Fireball.
off.
This is Fireball signing off.
Peace and love.
Peace
The
and
Nomad
love.
Gamers are out.
We're gonna go game.